I wanted to start by asking you to introduce your work. You are an artist, a meditator, a teacher, and you're a polyedric person with multi-talented person. So, which talent is the loudest today, and what are you gonna bring to on this tribe? What is your intention?
Yeah, that's a good question. I do have that problem because I don't know where to start from. There are so many facets of the diamond. Which one? Which one? Okay, but in the Oneness Tribe, I'm going to be presenting morning mindfulness classes. So that's my main offering for this festival. What is mindfulness? Mindfulness is a way to become aware of anything that is arising within our present moment. Yeah. So anything that is perceived in the inner world as well as in the outer world. That's what we call being present, let's say. Yeah. And the main obstacle to that usually is an overstimulated mind, conceptual mind, which takes a lot of the attention and a lot of the energy, of our own energy. It's involved in the thinking process. While we think, it's not easy to be present because we are lost in thought. How we combine an amazing tools, which is this conceptual mind, because it is an incredible tools, how we're going to use it and how we are not going to let it take us away from the present moment. Let's say I'm having breakfast, or you are having breakfast with your cup of coffee. You pour it, and before you start drinking it, you start thinking all the things that you have to do this morning. And before you know it, your cup is empty, and there is no coffee there, right? But you were not there either. So the second option is you take your cup of coffee and you feel the warmth of the cup in your hands, and you see the steam coming out of how beautiful it creates this dance in the air. It smells really good, and you enjoy that cup of coffee, completely. So in the first example, you were not present. In the second example, you were present with drinking a cup of coffee, which is what was happening in that moment. Yeah, and your mind was not overwhelming you in any way. You were present with the experience that you were perceiving of drinking that cup of coffee. So I often say, okay, life is like a cup of coffee. It's up to you. You want to enjoy it to the utmost, or you want to go like, fuck, it's already empty. It's like life is already over and you didn't experience it because you were lost in thoughts, for example. So that's the advantage of being present. You live fully this life. You live intensely and fully your life in presence.
The theme of the event is rising in love. What does that move inside of you?
The more I go forward in my life, the more I feel that somehow we come from a place that is pure love. And that's where we come from, and that's where we're going to go back to as well. And that little interval is this, what we call life. It's just a moment. But anyway, it's reconnecting with the source, the quality, that this place that we come from, and not only we come from, but we are that as well. We're part of that place. And that place is love, which means we are love as well, because we are part of that. So it feels to me like the whole life is a test that we are taking to relearn to connect with that love that we are. We are here to learn about love. The world is in the state it is because it forgot about that love that we are. It's very, very straightforward. So the more people reacquire that understanding, that knowledge, that feeling, because it's a feeling of being love, the more the collective consciousness will rise. Yeah, because the collective is nothing but all the individuals put together. So any work each individual does on him or herself, it rises the collective as well, because the collective is nothing but the sum of all the individuals. For me personally, I feel my path is leading me to that, to reconnecting and embody that love and share it in whatever way it wants to be shared. You know, it might be in words, it might be in music, it might be in silence, it might be just bringing my presence to a place. And sometimes we don't need to do a lot, we just need to be there and let our presence affect the environment. Sometimes we think that we have to do a lot of things, but not always. Sometimes we don't need to do anything. So I think that's a precious opportunity to have. It's a great gift.